Does anyone know how much Bruno was offered? Because depending on how much he was offered, I don't know whether he's married or he's got a girl. Based on how much he rejected, divorce could be on the cards here. Because for Bruno, so now, okay, so it's a little bit complex here. So let's talk face value, then let's go even deeper. So face value. How are you rejecting generational wealth to stay at Man United, not at Real Madrid, not at Barcelona, not at PSG, not at Bayern, to stay at a team who only just managed to defeat relegation, who just had their worst points total and forever, who is in a straight crazy piece of shambles, who are not going to come anywhere near winning a trophy. How on earth do you reject that for potential generational wealth? Like how? So for me, it makes no freaking sense. So that's face value. Let's look even deeper. He wants to play in Europe. He wants to stay in Europe. So this may not be about, oh, I want to stay and commit to Man United. This may be more so that, no, I want to stay in Europe and be competitive because I want to win. Because he's never won a Champions League. I don't think he's won a Europa. He's never won a Champions League. So, and he still wants to remain in a competitive environment, which I think is fair. And I think it makes sense. And I think a big reason why people would, because again, it makes no sense to reject that much money, but the only reason why people would reject the crazy amounts of oil rigs and planets and wives that you'll be given in Saudi is, oh no, I still want to compete at the elite and the highest level, which ain't in freaking Saudi, which ain't in the Asian Champions League, it's in the European Champions League, and it's in the freaking La Liga, Premier League, so forth. But if you're United, you're pissed. Because if you're United, and there's a chance that you could get upwards to 100 mil to fix the leaking roofs, to actually reinstate the disabled, to reinstate Fergie's privileges, and to actually invest in a team that, guys, I don't mean this like trying to be extreme or anything. United need a new team. I can name you about 8, 9 players that need to be sold. Not loaned out, sold. Or driven off a freaking bridge. So the money that they would get from Bruno Fernandes, oh, that is money that needs to be invested in this team that Ruben Amorim needs. So if you're a United fan, you're like, Bruno, no. We don't need your loyalty. We need your cooperation. And we need you to cooperate to try and stick up Al-Hilal for as much change as possible and use the oil rig to freaking reinvest into this damn freaking team. So I think that this is an L United because, okay, Bruno's staying. Okay, now what? Where's the money to reinvest? Because that team, those losers I see there, those bunch of bomb fruit salads that I see there, those guys are not sniffing a damn trophy. Those guys are not sniffing a damn trophy anytime soon. So what is Bruno? So I don't know what Bruno is saying. You want to stay in Europe. Is it that you want to remain with United or you want to stay in Europe? Which is that, no, I want to leave United, but not leave Europe. So no, United, I'm out. But Bruno, you have to be real here. For Al-Hilal, maybe they know they have the money. They know that they have the cash. Nobody in Europe is paying 100 mil. So he says, Bruno, you have to be realistic here. If someone comes up to like 40 mil or 50 mil for Bruno, United in selling, or 60 mil United in selling. But if it's a north of 100 mil, they're selling him. And I think the only guys that will pay north of 100 mil are Al-Hilal. PSG ain't paying that. And nobody in Europe is paying north of 100 mil for Bruno Fernandes. Are you freaking insane and crazy? No. Because I think, I think it was White who even jokes on the hangout. 150 mil, that's a light 150. Bro, that 150, they can find it from under the bed. That's just laying down. 150 mil for Saudi is loose change. That is loose change. So they're like, well, it's 150, that's a light 150, it's fine. So if I'm United, I'm saying to Bruno, screw your bum-ass loyalty. We can't sell you to anywhere else in Europe because it's not enough money. Us selling you for a huge amount of money helps us to rebuild. And we can't rebuild if you can't be sold for another 100 mil to Saudi. So we wait and we seek, man. Like that vid, guys. Hit the subscribe button over there, guys, and check those other vids, man. Peace out.